Next Sunday, see Dateline Disneyland on ABC Television Network.
This is an ABC color presentation. This is a...
Television 3 KTBS-TV is a television code station and displays this seal as a symbol of better television for the Arklatex.
Oh, I wish I was in a land of cotton. Old times they are not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. Oh, I wish I was in Dixie, away. Stand to live and die in Dixie, 'cause Dixieland, that's where I was born. Early, Lord, one frosty morning, look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching So hush, little children, don't you cry. You know your daddy's bound to die. But all my trials, Lord, soon be over.
Television 3 KTBS-TV, Shreveport, Louisiana, is ending another day of telecasting in the public interest. KTBS-TV Television 3, affiliated with the ABC Television Network, is owned and operated by KTBS Incorporated. Studios are in Shreveport, with transmitter site at Mooringsport, Louisiana. KTBS-TV operates on 60 to 66 megahertz, Channel 3, with 100,000 watts of video power and maximum audio power. KTBS-TV is licensed to operate for this market by the Federal Communications Commission. Some of the programs on KTBS-TV are pre-recorded. All rights in the exhibiting and reproducing of the programs broadcast by KTBS-TV are reserved, and any request for use and permission to use must be in writing. Programs may not be used or shown Where directly or indirectly the exhibition is for the purpose of profit, there's a charge for admission, cover charge for entertainment, fee for mechanical operation, or any other charge with respect thereto. From Television 3, KTBS TV, good night and good morning.
We hope you've enjoyed the Saturday Late Late Show. Join us tomorrow night following the late news for Power Pro Wrestling, followed by The Twilight Zone, tomorrow night here on 3.
I don't know about you, but I don't drink and drive. In fact, I don't drink at all. I don't have to.
Dad's home. You know what that means. Take this.
Hey, I'm home.
Save your energy. It's gotta be.
What's this? Oh,
It's gotta be. Poor Dad. He's never home this early. He's really sick. Oh, poor Dad.
But I'm not sick. I just thought I'd come home early.
To be with us?
Yeah.
Dad, you sure you feel all right?
Well, it's time to turn around and find out where your greatest joys are found.
Sharing your time really matters to those who matter most. From the Mormons, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Hello, everybody. I'm Rick Rowe. Coming up this week on Live Oaks Upbeat, what is the average retired person in Shreveport-Bossier like? How do they spend their time? What are they looking for out of life? Well, these are just a few of the questions currently being asked in a new survey sponsored by Live Oak. And how old do you have to be to finally retire? Well, there's a doctor over in Center, Texas, who has just turned 84, and he's not about to call it quits. We'll have his story and a whole lot more coming up this week on Live Oaks Upbeat.
Jeopardy!
Let's go to work.
With all new facts, fiction, and fun.
Oh, you said it.
It's where you can win it all or lose it all. And there's always a risk.
I'll risk 1,000. Watch Jeopardy. There's everything to risk.
Join Alex Trebek for the all-new Jeopardy right here on Television 3, weekdays at 4:30.
Television 3 KTBS TV is a television code station and displays this seal as a symbol of better television for the Arklatex.
Oh, I wish I was in the land of cotton. Old times they are not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. That's where I was born. Early, Lord, one frosty morning. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. Glory, glory. Hallelujah.
Television 3, KTBS-TV, Shreveport, Louisiana, is ending another day of telecasting in the public interest. KTBS-TV, Television 3, affiliated with the ABC Television Network, is owned and operated by KTBS Incorporated. Studios are in Shreveport, with transmitter site at Mooringsport, Louisiana. KTBS-TV operates on 60 to 66 megahertz, Channel 3, with 100,000 watts of video power and maximum audio power. KTBS-TV is licensed to operate for this market by the Federal Communications Commission. Some of the programs on KTBS-TV are pre-recorded. All rights in the exhibiting and reproducing of the programs broadcast by KTBS-TV are reserved, and any request for use and permission to use must be in writing. Programs may not be used or shown where directly or indirectly the exhibition is for the purpose of profit. There is a charge for admission, cover charge for entertainment, fee for mechanical operation, or any other charge with respect thereto. From Television 3, KTBS-TV, good night and good morning.
Our final story this evening will not come as a great surprise. The actor Michael Landon died today at his home in California, just 3 months after he was diagnosed with pancreatic and liver cancer. He was 54 years old. In the movies and on television, he often portrayed underdogs struggling to overcome enormous difficulties. The part seemed to come pretty naturally to him. Here's ABC's Judy Muller.
When Michael Landon learned that he had inoperable cancer, he decided to confront his private demons in a public way. He called a news conference.
I have cancer of the pancreas and the liver.
Despite the odds against surviving, Landon vowed to fight the disease with as much strength and humor as he could muster.
You've got a show, a pilot that's going on, you made for this fall.
That's right.
Called Us.
Called Us. Made it for CBS. I don't get better. It's their second mistake since buying baseball.
Fighting the odds was a way of life for Landon. Born Eugene Orowitz, he had an unhappy childhood in Collingswood, New Jersey, where he felt isolated as one of the few Jewish children in town. In an autobiographical film he made later, Landon showed how he overcame that isolation by becoming a champion javelin thrower in high school.
Holy, what are you, Mighty Mouse? No, he's Super Jew.
In Hollywood, Eugene Orowitz became Michael Landon, and Michael Landon became a teenage werewolf in a film now considered a cult classic. The transformation in his career came with Bonanza, in which he played Little Joe Cartwright for 14 years.
Good morning. Morning, Pa. Same to you, Big Brother Hoss. Boy, weather's clear, sunny, like they say, top of the day.
With his next series, Little House on the Prairie, Landon turned to writing and directing, as well as acting. His favorite theme of overcoming hardship was woven into almost every episode. When Landon learned of his cancer diagnosis, he joked that his most recent series was good training, since he played the part of a dead man trying to earn his wings as an angel. No other male star has had 3 consecutive TV series that lasted 5 years or longer, but Landon did not see his TV work as his greatest accomplishment.
I have the greatest wife, best kids. See, for me, the world will be a better place because of my kids. Because they're good people.
Landon leaves 9 children by 3 marriages, his wife Cindy, and innumerable fans.
If it's to be, it's to be, and it's the beginning of another adventure.
Judy Muller, ABC News, Los Angeles.
That's our report on World News Tonight. I'm Peter Jennings. Good night.
Good evening. I'm Ty Hernandez at ABC News headquarters in New York. We interrupt regular programming to bring you breaking news. Congressman John Lewis has died, a hero of the civil rights movement. John Lewis stood shoulder to shoulder with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., fighting for equal rights, and later became a longtime congressman from Georgia, often referred to as the conscience of the House. Late last year, Lewis announced he was undergoing treatment for stage 4 pancreatic cancer. In his statement announcing his illness, Lewis said, "I have been in some kind of fight for freedom, equality, basic human rights for nearly my entire life." He went on to say, "I've never faced a fight quite like the one I have now." ABC News' Byron Pitts looks back at the iconic life of John Lewis.
John Robert Lewis didn't simply witness history, he shaped it, marched for it, bled for it, not once, not twice, but every time he was called upon. As Lewis liked to put it, by just getting in the way.
Keep marching, keep sitting in, keep standing in, keep protesting until the sagging walls of segregation come tumbling down.
A sharecropper's son born in Troy, Alabama, 1940, back when segregation was law. Jim Crow, the enforcer. The Montgomery bus boycott drew the attention of one teenager, and soon civil rights would become John Lewis's life work. And it nearly killed him. As a student at Fisk University, Lewis graduated from lunch counter sit-ins and bus boycotts to freedom writer, as would become his habit. Where John Lewis put his heart, his head followed. That's him, bruised, bandaged, after he and other writers were beaten, shedding blood and standing up when others could not or would not. That became Lewis's calling card.
We must cry, and we all must cry together, that we want our freedom and we want it now.
By 1963, at the age of 23, alongside Martin Luther King Jr., he was dubbed one of the Big Six leaders of the civil rights movement, who helped plan the historic March on Washington.
My friends, let us not forget that we are involved in a serious social revolution.
And on a high bridge in Selma, one of the low moments of the entire civil rights movement, there out front, John Lewis. 600 peaceful protesters crossed the Edmund Pettus Bridge into the harsh heat of history. It would be known as Bloody Sunday. Violence unleashed by Alabama state troopers. Lewis, struck in the head, suffered a fractured skull.
I was the first one to catch the blow.
John Lewis was elected to Congress in November of 1986. He served as U.S. Representative of Georgia's 5th Congressional District, where he continued to get into what he called good trouble.
I got arrested 40 times during the 6th District. And since I've been in Congress another 5 times.
Lewis was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the country's highest civilian honor, in February of 2011.
Generations from now, when parents teach their children what is meant by courage, the story of John Lewis will come to mind. An American who knew that change could not wait for some other person or some other time, whose life is a lesson in the fierce urgency of now.
In recent years, he was an outspoken critic of President Trump, skipping the president's inauguration and first State of the Union address. He also took part in widespread protests against the president's zero-tolerance immigration policy.
We are getting in good trouble to set people free. I will go to the borders. I get arrested again.
Lewis often reminding people to choose love over hate, courage over fear.
It doesn't matter whether we're black or white, Latino, Asian American, or Native American. It doesn't matter whether we are straight or gay. We are one people. We are one family. We all live in the same house.
Quite a legacy. That was ABC's Byron Pitts reporting, and Byron joins us now. Byron, how will John Lewis be remembered?
I think tonight, John Lewis joins the League of Giants in American history. This is a man who was a part of history, who gave all he had to it. You know, in the course of my career, I've interviewed presidents, warlords, dictators, gangbangers. John Lewis was the toughest man I've ever known. He was also the gentlest man. he was someone in Washington where it's hard to make friends. There are lots of people who did not like John Lewis's politics, who you won't find a person who didn't respect the man, and most people love the man. A lot of us, talk the talk. John Lewis talked it, walked it, lived it. He is one of those forces in American history that when he was called upon to put his life in harm's way, to, in his best estimation, to help make America better, he did. And, I spent a lot of time with Congressman Lewis, and for all the dark days in American history that he witnessed, he was a part of, he was also one of the most optimistic people I've ever known. He loved America as much as any American I've ever met. He'll be remembered as a man who gave his full measure to this nation every time he was called upon. And tonight, as I said, he rests with giants.
All right. Thank you for your perspective, Byron. ABC's Byron Pitts reporting. Congressman John Lewis, a hero of the civil rights movement, has died. He had been battling pancreatic cancer, and he will be remembered for his long history in politics and for the fight for equality. I'm Ty Hernandez at ABC News. To find out more about the life and legacy of John Lewis, stick around for Good Morning America and tune into abcnews.com. Thank you for joining us.
This has been a special report from ABC News.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.